Hey guys, good to be here for this week's Oxen Labs update. On the session side, we have continued working on theming, which we've been doing for would have been a couple of weeks now. The hope is that we're going to release it on mobile first on Android and iOS, and that is now getting really close. So hopefully having some theming builds in internal testing today. They started going through QA yesterday for iOS, I believe, and I'm hoping that they will go through QA for Android today. But there's just because it's covering so much of the application, like everything is changing in terms of like the colors of everything. It takes quite a bit of time for them to go through QA, and then also things are going to be picked up as well. So they'll probably have to go through a few times before everything is picked up. But hopefully internally we'll be able to start playing around with those themes. I've been posting a few updates on my Twitter with different themes if you want to see what it looks like. But that's primarily what we've been working on. We've also been dealing with this massive influx of Iranian users over the last couple of weeks. And I wasn't here for the last couple of weeks of updates, but just to let you know how things are going on. What's been happening basically is a lot of Iranians have been flowing into open groups, and they've been typing in Farsi, which is fine, but it kind of breaks up the flow of the English open groups. So last week we integrated a filter that will basically tell, and it's a language filter, so if anyone types in Farsi, it'll send a what we're calling a whisper, which is kind of like a direct message from the open group server, which only goes to them. And it'll tell them, hey, we have these other open groups that are set up for Farsi speakers and you can go and speak there. But, your language, like the language block is on, so you can only speak in English in this particular group. So that took a while to develop, and we put that in. And some other open group stuff was happening over the weekend as well, where the official open groups had a few issues related to the database that they use. There was an old transaction that was preventing kind of new messages from flowing in, so the open groups went down a little bit on the weekend, just our official open groups. They should be back up and running now, and we should have addressed, the issue is addressed now too. So yeah, lots going on the session side, and we've grown a massive amount in the last 10 days. So yeah, really exciting stuff going on there, and a lot of resources flowing towards session as well over the past couple of weeks. On the core side, we have been working on Wallet 3 again. So I know Sean and Tom are working on that pretty hard now that they're kind of back on the grind there. And on that side as well, we're hoping to get a prototype kind of out soon. We had something that we could use internally to send and receive transactions, but we're hoping to kind of, as we develop along, to get something out that the public can test around as a little toy. And we're also talking to Ledger as well, or trying to poke them again with the Ledger wallet stuff, because that's working better on Windows now. So hopefully we can get something or a guide on how to use it out to the public in a short amount of time. So that's session and Oxen core. So Lokinet. We have basically been working on the Lokinet GUI for the past couple of weeks. It's gotten to a state where it's extremely close. I know I keep saying that, but I was using it on Windows today, and my home computer was working fine. Just having one issue where exit nodes aren't being set on Windows properly, but that may be related to, I have a million installs of Lokinet on, so we're checking that out now. Mac's working fine, and we're about to start doing internal tests with every employee in Oxen who has a Mac soon. So we're just have our fingers crossed for that one, that nothing comes up there. And Linux is obviously working as it usually has, which is pretty well, considering that Jeff and Jason are usually more comfortable developing on Linux and using Lokinet there as well, so they address problems there faster. So hopefully we'll be seeing something come out for Lokinet on all platforms very soon. So yeah, that's the update there. Thanks guys for listening, and I'll throw it over to Josh, Cam, someone on the marketing team to give you the marketing section. Thanks guys.
Hey guys, what's up? It's been a really crazy week in marketing. You might have seen in the news what's happening in Iran in terms of the civil unrest, messaging apps being censored, and general internet access being blocked. And in response to that, a lot of people have turned to Session as a way to communicate. We saw midweek around 5x of our previous all-time high for daily downloads. By the end of the week, it was far beyond that. We hit about 50,000 in one day, which is crazy. We've been doing everything we can to make the most of that opportunity in terms of helping people with the issues they've been having in Iran, translating onboarding documentation, and setting up open groups to help people to use Session effectively. You name it, we've been on that. That's been our primary focus this week. Aside from that, we have been wrapping up our stuff for the WEDF. That's coming to a head soon. Excited about that. And yeah, we have a really big release coming up soon. We've been organizing our comms around that, so keep your eye out for it. The WEDF is happening soon, and we're wrapping up with our comms for that. And the Instagram and TikTok stuff is launching next week as well, which we're really excited about. Thanks, guys.